Hi, I'm Elaine, and I am an educator. I love creating content about engineering, education, and lifestyle in between. So, last August of 2024, I traveled with my family abroad for the first time. It was a very memorable experience. I also had with me yung best friend ko tsaka yung mom niya, and it was really memorable, core memory worthy, and also very exhausting at the same time. But it was all worth it. So, in this video, I'm gonna walk you through how we planned it from scratch. So, sa budgeting, sa itinerary, travel requirements, and whatnots. So, if you're a first-time traveler or wala lang, just trying to plan a trip abroad with your family for the first time, so I hope this video helps you feel less overwhelmed and more excited for what's to come. So, let's start. So, what this video covers, yung planning, bookings and itinerary, packing and travel essentials, digital budget, and airport prep. So, let's start with planning kasi ito talaga yung pinaka-importante, of course. First is we set travel dates. I've mentioned in the previous video, if you want to watch that, we chose August kasi ito yung summer break namin ng mom ko kasi she's working DepEd and I'm working in the university. So, ito yung common namin na schedule. And yung dad ko naman retired, yung brother ko, fresh grad. So, medyo flexible naman sila sa dates. So, we had to really plan that na August para wala kaming masagasaan na classes or whatever. Second one is decide on destination. So, of course, Taiwan was our top choice kasi yun yung for so many years, I've wanted my parents to go there. During pandemic kasi, they weren't able to go to Taiwan for my graduation kasi doon ako nag-study for 2.5 years for my master's degree. And I really wanted them nga to experience how beautiful Taiwan is. Yung rich culture niya, how disciplined people are, yung transportation. Talaga, Taiwan kasi is very elderly friendly. So, I wanted my parents to feel parang convenient and chill lang during their first travel abroad. Third one is to check visa requirements. So, ito talaga importante. If you wanna go to a certain country, you really have to check if they need a visa for tourists. So, for Taiwan naman kasi, they always extend yung visa-free entry for Filipino citizens. So, you have to check that from time to time. For Filipino citizens, we can visit Taiwan up to 14 days. Fourth is confirm passport validity. So, this is very important. Yung passport mo should be valid for at least 6 months from your intended date of departure. Next is authority to travel. So, this is for government employees. Pero if you're employed naman sa private, I guess they just need to have the certificate of employment tsaka yung bank statement. But for government employees, I have a separate video for that. If you want to watch, sana makahelp to guide you how to get authority to travel. And then lastly, well, not really necessary, but I think it helped us plan the whole trip. So, we choose a travel theme. So, yung theme namin is very simple. Chill. Dapat chill lang siya. So, me and my best friend traveled kasi in 2023 sa Thailand and Vietnam. And parang we were just trying to take off yung mga tourist spots. But when you're with your parents, especially, you know, parang when you're with your parents, kasi nga, they're not as young as you have to be considerate then with the itinerary. Paano ba yung how you go about the trip. Okay, tapos na tayo sa planning. We go now to the bookings and itinerary. So, first one is book plane tickets. But pag book namin, we booked first the international flight. We booked our flight to Kaohsiung around March. Tsaka yung Taipei to Manila. So, our travel was from Kaohsiung, yung south part ng Taiwan, because we just stayed in Tainan and then we traveled to Taipei. So, yung last day namin was from Taipei to Manila na kagad. So, we booked that around March. And yun, medyo naka-save naman. And then yung domestic flights namin, medyo later na namin binook kasi marami namang options for domestic flights eh. So, kahit naman siguro a month before your travel, pwede ka pa namang mag-book ng domestic flight. So, this was our expenses for all the transportation. I included here the train tickets na rin dun sa high-speed na train namin from Tainan to Taipei. So, all of that amounted to around 51,000. So, hindi naman siya masyadong masakit sa bulsa in the sense na apat na kami dito. Second one is reserve hotel accommodations. Of course, it's very important, not just because ito yung requirement ng immigration, but also you have to secure your accommodation kasi nga you're with your parents, you're with your family, hindi ka naman parang mag-couch surfing ka lang dyan, di ba, for yourself. So it would be easier if in that way, pero when you're with your family talaga kailangan mong makahanap ng mga good accommodations. So we booked all our hotels near train station, so it's very important. We booked a hotel near Tainan train station. Dalawang city lang naman yung major na pinuntahan namin, yung Tainan. That's where I studied kasi I wanted them to visit my alma mater, tsaka some museums there. So, we booked Taidao Hotel na walking distance lang from Tainan train station. Kasi yun yung center point ng Tainan yung Tainan train station for all the parang major transportation. For Taipei naman, we booked dun sa Ximending. This was suggested by my best friend. So, it's very near the Ximen train station. So, paglabas mo, yun na yung makita mo, yung center. Dun sila, maraming nag-acrobats, nagpe-perform, ganyan. And you can go around here na may night market, may mga souvenir shops, tsaka nandun na rin yung modern toilet restaurant na pinuntahan din namin sa last day namin. So, yeah, yun yung pinili namin spot kasi sa Ximending area. Nandun na rin halos lahat. Tsaka very convenient naman to go to Taipei 101 from here. So, yeah. Yung Taidao Hotel, I just booked one room na parang queen size bed. And then we went to Taipei. Doon ako nag-book ng 2 rooms. Kasi medyo maliit yung room nila. Room for 2 lang siya. I booked one for my parents and one for me and my brother. So, magkatabi lang na rooms. So, it's very, very nice din yung accommodation nila. Malinis. Tsaka, yun nga, it's very near sa parang center ng Ximending. So, ito yung total ng nabayaran namin. Next one is finalized itineraries. So, ito yung parang rough ko lang para ma-visualize ko lang yung itinerary. So, ito yung na-plan namin na itinerary. So, the first 2 days kasi nga sa Tainan, very straightforward lang yung first day sa Chiimei Museum, tsaka yung second day sa school ko sa STUST. Tsaka punta na kami ng Taipei by the afternoon. And then for the next 3 days, Taipei 101, Elephant Mountain, though hindi na sumama yung parents ko dito sa Elephant Mountain. And then on Wednesday, I just plan na mag-roam around lang kami sa Ximending, and doon na rin kami nag-lunch sa modern toilet restaurant, yung may mga parang poop yung nila. Basta, doon, pumunta kayo doon kung gusto nyo. Next is plan around the weather. So, yung August, summer din naman sa Taiwan. So, we prepared for hot and humid weather. So, very light lang yung mga OOTD namin. So, of course, kung yung country mo naman na i-visit during winter, so you have to pack for winter clothes. So, speaking of packing and travel essentials, let's go to the first one, which is the plan OOTDs. So, we plan daily OOTDs. In my case, I decided na I would play around I would play around outfits na bagay sa white sneakers. So, para hindi na ako magdala ng extra shoes. So, bagay naman siya for shorts, leggings, o kaya yung dress. So, okay na. So, yun. I traveled light. Next is pack medications and toiletries. So, very important, especially when you're with your other family members. I have to bring Ersiflora, Diatabs, Biogesic, ganyan. Hindi ko rin alam kasi ako medyo madali nang ma-upset yung stomach ko. So, I really had to bring those emergency medications. Kung may mga maintenance naman yung parents nyo, so they also have to bring that. You have to remind them to bring that. So, very important. Next is gadgets and power. So, don't forget charger, power banks, cellphone, camera, and ano pang kailangan. For Taiwan, we don't need universal adapter kasi same lang naman siya ng socket sa Philippines. Ang difference lang niya is instead of 220, 110 volts yung labas niya sa outlet. So, for example, you're traveling to Singapore, may iba kasi silang socket dun So, you need to buy universal adapters. So, you just have to check sa country na i-visit mo kung ano ba yung kailangan na socket. Kasi pag dun ka pa bumili, baka mapamahal ka pa. Marami naman sa Shopee, sa Lazada, yung mga universal adapters. But again, for Taiwan, same lang siya na yung 2 socket na ganyan. I forgot the name, my gosh. Lastly, print or save checklist. So, I kept a checklist on my notes app, and nilagay ko rin siya sa separate sheet ng parang major Google sheet namin, and I shared it with my family kung gusto nila mag cross check kung may nakalimutan ba, especially those mga things, mga small things na minsan na overlook na kailangan pala. So I made some checklist here. So yeah, it's very important to save checklist. Lastly, digital budget and airport prep. First is download useful apps. So sa Taiwan, they have their own app na they have their own app, yung Taiwan Railway, where you can check the time na darating yung train o kaya aalis yung train. So it's very convenient to check kasi pag nandun ka na, hindi naman siya mapa-follow talaga yung specific itinerary mo. But if you know kung ano yung mga schedule ng train, then you can adjust accordingly. Okay, let's go to the second one. Set an overall budget. So, of course, ito yung pinaka-importante. You have an overall budget, tsaka alam mo kung paano i-divide yung... We have an overall budget for transparency lang, around 110,000. So, it's really just a combined budget na from me, from my parents, from my siblings. So, thank God naman, God provided naman for us na that we were able to have this budget. Here's our running expenses at the time. So, again, plane, tsaka train tickets. Yung travel essentials where, ano ba yung included dito? Travel tax, yeah, you have to pay travel tax around 1,620. I also discussed that in my previous video. So, 4 kami. So, medyo pricey siya for yung total. Pero, okay lang naman kasi requirement naman siya. And then, yung the rest, hindi ito updated. Yung sa food tsaka pocket money namin, nasa around 30 to 40,000. And I just budgeted around 4,000 NTD per day. So, yun yung inalat ko. So, 4,000 kasi around 7,000 or more in Philippine peso. So, I think that's more than enough for people. Pero, syempre, you want to buy pasalubong, you want to have, parang medyo mag-food trip kayo dyan, di ba? So, ikaw na yung bahala paano mo iba-budget yung per day mo. Kasi yung per day ko naman hindi by person parang sa total naming 4. Next is currency exchange and backup fund. So, ito yung pinaka-na-regret ko talaga sa trip na to kasi I exchanged all my cash. I exchanged all our cash dun sa sa bank sa airport. That was my biggest mistake. So, never do that. When that happened, yung best friend ko, may dala kasi siyang GCash card. And, yung GCash card niya yung ginamit niya. So, in my case, I do have debit card, pero yun nga, na-withdraw ko na yung cash. I should have put some cash in my GCash or in my other debit cards. And then, yun, gumamit ng machine, ATM. So, yun yung ginawa niya, yung best friend ko. And yung exchange rate talaga, aside from siguro yung 250 na parang charge, yung exchange rate was very, very close to the exchange rate na masisearch mo sa Google on that day. So, it's very convenient na siguro magdala ka lang ng konting cash for pwede mong ipa-exchange sa airport or wherever, and then the rest, pwede mo siyang ilagay sa debit mo, tsaka mag-withdraw ka na lang dun sa pagpunta mo dun sa certain country na binivisit mo. So, yun yung pinaka-wise na gawin na na-learn ko in a hard way. So, yeah. For the backup funds naman, pwede ka magdala ng another debit card or credit card. Yung pinaka-safe talaga yung credit card. Hindi siya for splurging purposes, pero for us, kasi nga na-short na ako ng siguro around 3K in Philippine peso. Yung sa last day namin nung kumain kami sa Modern Toilet, just a bit of sharing, kumain kami sa Modern Toilet restaurant, kulang na yung cash ko. So, I had to pay through the credit card. So, salamat naman at nadala ko yung credit card ko. Yun, yung mga ganong situation, it's very convenient to have credit card or extra cards. Next is track daily expenses. Though I don't really track down to the last cent, no? But I do have a habit of parang setting aside a daily budget para makita ko kung enough pa ba within the day yung budget. So, I don't really track, again, down to the last one kasi nakaka-stress siya. But if you can track daily expenses, then that's good, diba? And then, next is airport essentials. It's very important na you bring your requirements, yung pinaka-importante, yung documents nyo like authority to travel or certificate of employment, bank statements, and some other documents like plane tickets and all that. And also your hygiene kit, freshen up dun sa airport. So you have hygiene kit and tsaka med kit. So those are your airport essentials. And immigration requirements. Prepare your round-trip tickets, your hotel confirmations, your valid IDs, passport, or with visa if kailangan ng visa. And then, the ones that I shared to you, yung sa authority to travel for government employees, kung hindi naman certificate of employment certificate of employment tsaka yung bank statement. So, that would be all. So, you can watch again my previous video about requirements sa immigration for government employees. So, I've also organized all our travel documents into folders in my Google Drive para madali ko siyang makita, madali ko siyang ma-access. Parang to have a lesser stress during the trip. I had to keep all our boarding passes in one place. So, I have all the copies of the boarding passes of everyone. That would be all. Those are the things that we did before the trip that really helped us have a smooth and enjoyable trip. No? So, that would be all for our Taiwan family trip planning guide. So I hope you found this helpful, and honestly, it feels really exhausting kasi alam mo yung months before ka nagpa-plan, tapos it's really exhausting. It's really exhausting especially if you're the one in charge. Pero in my case, parang gusto ko talaga makita yung parents ko na mag-abroad for the first time, mag-travel abroad for the first time. So, alam mo yun, parang I feel proud na in charge ako dito. It's a privilege to be the one in charge. Yun yung nafe-feel ko at the time. So, once you're out there kasi making memories, na makita mo yung parents mo, yung family mo na parang just having fun, I think it will be all worth it. Yeah, so it's gonna pay off talaga. It's all worth it. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and happy planning. Bye!